Hello everybody, my name is Hellkaiser, and welcome to my favorite first-person shooter of all time, Duke Nukem 3D. Now, before you get started on me, yes, anybody who is a purist does not like Randy Pitchford, and they do not like Gearbox, and I am one of those people. I personally don't like Randy Pitchford at all. I'm not one of those people who follow him super closely and curse his name every day, but I do know of him. I know his reputation. I know that Gearbox's reputation has just dipped terribly in the last few years. Not that it ever really had a great one to begin with. But I want to talk about the different... I've been literally testing for about half an hour at this point. Duke Nukem Megaton Edition, which I'm one of the lucky people who actually own the Megaton Edition, and the World Tour Anniversary. Now, let me explain the differences for the people who may not know the difference, because if you only have ever played it, say, on PlayStation 4 or the Nintendo Switch, then this is the only version available. So let me sit down and explain some of the different versions real quickly, and I'll be quick. First off, Duke Nukem is an old game. If you've ever played something like Doom, Quake, Blood, etc., they're source ports. A source port means that the code was released and that somebody made a application to run it on modern hardware, is the short version. Then there was the Megaton Edition, which was like a official re-release of the game on modern hardware under 3D Realm supervision. It was released on like PlayStation 3, PS Vita, I think Xbox 360, and PC. And then Gearbox for the 20th anniversary, so around 2016, 2017, released this version, which has the best graphics, but for some reason they left out the expansion packs. I forgot to mention the expansions. In the Megaton Edition, it includes the Duke It Out in DC, Life's a Beach, and I think it's called Atomic Winter, something like that. It leaves out the expansion packs, but it added a whole new fifth level to the game, or fifth episode, should I say, that's all new, actually created by Level Lord, who created some of the maps in the original game. Now, let's talk about this particular version. That was the rundown on the 3. The other two are basic ports of the game. It still has that build engine wonkiness, because it's really a 2.5D engine that's more 2D than it is 3D. It uses kind of tricks and effects to make it look 3D at points, like on the spiral staircases. When you look up and down, and I'll try to show you in game, the skybox moves with you, and personally, that makes me physically sick. Now, when you're in levels where the sky don't show, it didn't bother me, because I actually tested a few different maps, but that really does make me sick. I'm not joking. It's an effect that makes me just want to... I've not gotten sick playing a lot of games, but that is a sickening effect. So this one actually has a true 3D rendering, which you'll see in-game, but essentially it just smooths everything out and everything looks a lot better. Now let's talk about some of the stuff I don't like in this particular port. I can't bind nothing to, like, I have a mouse button 4 and 5, I got 2 side mouse buttons, and I can't use them. The mouse sensitivity is extremely low. I've had to turn the sensitivity up to max just to get my mouse to move somewhat quickly, which I don't like. There's no way to quick save and quick load, because this version uses a playback feature, which means that when you die, you just rewind up to like a minute or two, and I don't really care for that. But I couldn't get in the eDuke version my quick saves to save. I was practicing with it, and I kept hitting the button and it just wouldn't do nothing, so that was one of the reasons eDuke was out. Other than that, they recorded new voice lines from John St. John, the original actor for Duke Nukem, but I'm not going to play with those. I'm using the original Duke talk, because it's not that good. And no disrespect to John St. John, he's a really good voice actor. You'd be amazed how many games he's played in. He's got a really good talent for voice acting. But I noticed when I played Duke Nukem Forever, it didn't sound right. But I thought maybe just without all the grainy filter to it, you know, it was just easier to understand him, and so I didn't think much of it. But going back and playing through the game, with the Duke talk on and with the old one, he's kind of lost the Duke Nukem voice. He don't sound the same. Some of the lines just sound downright terrible. And like I said, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it's just a matter of he just doesn't sound like Duke anymore. Or at least the classic Duke from this game, so I'm leaving the original voice lines on. I'm sorry if you wanted to hear them. I recommend either watching someone else's playthrough for that or playing the game yourself, but you'll be disappointed. Let me put it that way. So I'm going to play through the entirety of Duke Nukem 3D, so that means I will switch over to the Megaton Edition or to E-Duke if I need to play the expansion packs, but we are going to play through the entirety of Duke Nukem 3D. And I'm not no professional at this game by any means, but I do know some of the secrets and stuff like that, so we'll just do our best and just have fun with it. It is my favorite first-person shooter. It's one of my all-time favorite games. Let's get to it. One of the things I do like about this is there is a level select here. You can't select the secret levels, I don't think. I've kind of forgotten what the name of it is. I know you go from Toxic Dump into the secret level, so I don't think you can actually just access the secret levels, but I know that you can select individual levels, which is nice. So here we go. We're not playing on Damn I'm Good, because if you don't know what the difference of the difficulties is, it's just essentially easy, normal, and hard. Which Duke Nukem's Come Get Some difficulties, I guess, is what you call the equivalent of ultraviolence on Doom. Damn I'm Good means that enemies revive. If you don't take a rocket launcher or pipe bomb and blow them up to just jib them and make sure that there's nothing left of the corpse, they will resurrect. And I don't like difficulties like that. It's annoying. Even Civvy didn't play on Damn I'm Good, so I'm going to play on Come Get Some.
Dang, those alien bastards are gonna pay for shooting up my ride.
There we go. Actually, I've managed to get the sensitivity too high now. It was fine where I had it, right there. Believe it or not, the mouse is really odd. Okay, is this the button? No. What button is it that lets you toggle between the settings? Because they've actually got a dedicated button for the renderer thing. Toggle renderer mode. Let's put that to number key 9. This is the original. See what I mean about the sky? That's a very sickening effect. That actually is really hurting me. This smooths it out. Okay, now the sensitivity in this game is weird. One minute it feels high, the next minute it feels low. I've never seen nothing like it. There we go. Also, for some reason, like I said, you couldn't bind to the mouse 4 and 5, so I had to bind it to right mouse with a quick kick. You don't have to blow that up, it's more fun. Okay, there's a guy shooting at us from there. Crap, man, I accidentally picked up that med kit. Let's just deal with these bastards. Okay, there's some steroids in here. Come on. We're gonna get a rocket launcher. If we can climb up this. Huh! There we go. Okay, now I can't quick save to make sure I get this, so I just gotta get this precise.
Damn, I'm good.
Yes, you are, my friend. Man, I miss Duke. We'll probably never get a proper Duke game again, but boy, it was fun when it was at its peak. This was the peak. And there's not many first-person shooters that ever have made it on the same level that Duke was. I think the reason that I especially love this game is I grew up, me and my dad loved to watch old action movies. I grew up watching Rambo and Commando, every Arnold Schwarzenegger one-liner, you know, stuff like that, I knew from the time I was a kid. Okay, there's generally 2 that pop out here. I'm not going in this way, by the way. This is suicide. Professionals do not go in that way. You blow the hole here once you get the secret and come in the back way. And so, Duke Nukem is just the embodiment of 80s action heroes. Literally, the first level of this game is taking place in a porn theater. I never realized that as a kid, but now I know for certain. One of the things I love about this game is the enemies are hit scanners, but they're not nearly as cheap as they are in stuff like Shadow Warrior and Blood. After playing our Blood playthrough, this game looks tame. There we go. Beam me up, Scotty. Get some armor. Yep. See, I know pretty much all the secrets through here. I played it enough, I should. There'd be something wrong with me if I didn't. Okay. Anyways, I was saying, and just the fun tone of Duke Nukem always appealed to me over stuff. Like, I liked Blood. Blood is probably one of the best games on the build engine in terms of quality and in terms of, like, high-paced frantic action. Except, like, Attack of the Bleach Blonde, Biker Bimbos, and Sister Act. I can't tell if that's 2 or 3. And stuff like that. Yeah, just the weirdness. The first level of the game is a porn theater, which is actually a really nice-looking porn theater. It's got an arcade and all that stuff. You don't really see that when you watch Taxi Driver. And then you got a porn magazine shop or DVD shop sort of thing. It's more magazines like, but you get the point. You don't get that in stuff like Doom. And Duke was a lot of fun, and he had a sense of style and personality that most game characters of his age just didn't have at all, and he had it in spades. Yeah, I'm not going back that way, that's death. Head up here. Got ammo for the pistol. If you're wondering how his pistol works, he fires 12 rounds, and then he reloads. Every time. There's no way to manually reload it quicker, either. Okay, let's pull out the RPG here. It's 6, isn't it? No, it's 5. My mistake. There we go. I love all the Evil Dead references and all that. Yeah, as a kid, I did not know that this was a porn theater. I saw this, but I didn't know what it was. And I don't mean to sound like some innocent kid or something. I didn't think about stuff like that. But it's a fun game. I love all the references. Let's put it this way: Caleb is a cool character. He's the only hero from the build engine games I know who can literally kill a god and walk away using one of his weapons as a pimp cane. And the Doom Space Marine, or the Doom Slayer as he's now known, is the only person I know who would willingly stay in hell just to make sure that the demons can't hurt nobody no more. And that's a pretty awesome ending to his story. Or it's not even the end, the games are still going, but you get the idea. But Duke Nukem is the only one who has literally started a video games level by saying, I'm going to rip off your head and shit down your throat. And then after you kill the game's boss, literally rip their head off and shit down their throat.
Damn, I'm looking good.
Plus, that inspired my I grew up watching James Bond and Duke Nukem. And between the two, if you can tell, I got a big head when it comes to my own ego. I don't really show it as much in my videos, I'm not that confident, but they really did inspire a lot of my personality types.
I'm gonna get medieval on your asses.
I love all of his one-liners: Pulp Fiction, Evil Dead, Aliens. Don't have time to play with myself.
Don't have time to play with myself.
Okay, get ready for him. Yeah, you have more time to react in this game. You can make a lot more mistakes comparatively to how you could in stuff like Blood. As you can tell, I've done stuff already that would have killed me 10 times over in Blood. Yeah, I actually saw this before I saw Evil Dead, believe it or not. Or should I say Army of Darkness. And so when he said, "Hail the King, baby," that was my first foray into that, and that became my signature catchphrase. And then also I heard him say it's time to kick ass and chew bubblegum before I heard Roddy Piper do it. Whoa! Probably not things I should have heard as a kid, but it stuck with me. I got stories, boy. My mom was always the type... This should say a lot, and maybe if I can in editing here, I'll try to slap them up on the screen. I probably won't, because I'm not good with stuff like editing. But my dad would bring home games like Unreal Tournament 2 on the Xbox. Let's see what else. That's probably one of the biggest examples. And Duke Nukem 3D and Halo, you know, more of the shooter stuff, and the games where the women was a little bit scantily clad on the cover. And my mom would bring me stuff like SpongeBob and Tag. Okay, if you go up here... Okay, turn off the jetpack. You get another jetpack, so let me show you the secret here so you don't lose your jetpack. Huh! There. Now we didn't lose nearly as much jetpack power. There we go. We found 6 out of 8 secrets. I don't think I've ever found all 8 secrets. What the heck was that? Oh, there's something in there, I think. Yep, there we go. Another secret. Oh, the Ripper. Yeah, this is the room that has all the secrets. You can actually get all the weapons from the first game. Yep, and there's another porno going on in here. So now we got the shotgun, our pistol, the Ripper cannon, the RPG, and some pipe bombs. That's all the weapons you get in the first chapter of the game. Okay, where'd that shot come from? Oh, there it came from. Wasn't too bright of you. Man, I love this game. Many games have had a little bit better action, a little bit better set pieces, but none have ever had the attitude. Or, for the time, this game was... Think about it. Quake was the game this game was contending against. Quake had been out. A full 3D first-person shooter. Which for the time, you know, that was revolutionary. But Duke Nukem stood right beside of it, if not slightly in front of it. For me, it stood in front of Quake. Because I didn't play Quake until later. I played Duke, you know. Okay, somehow I missed one secret. That's not too bad.
Let's rock.
Anyways, I was saying, I know I'm gushing over this game, but, you know, it was just one of those games you could enter... Let me just pause for a second, because I can't talk good and play. This was the kind of game where you could actually interact with balls on the pool table. You know, you could walk up to a stripper and hand her money. The levels were interactable to quite a degree. Security cameras that you could click on. There was a crane in one of the levels you'll see in this episode of the game that picks you up. You know, this was something that had never been done before. Even in Quake, the 3D engine game did not have some of the stuff that Duke had, which was really unique, and that's why it's probably so fondly remembered. Plus, it just never had a good sequel, so it made it all the more loved. Doom is one of those series, even if you didn't like Doom 1, Doom 2 had a better weapon, and was slightly a better game just because of the super shotgun. That was just such a memorable weapon. Okay, everything in this general direction is dead. Okay, yeah, forbidden videos and books, so it is a DVD place, I was right. Again, I didn't know this, and here's a little fun fact for you. One last little thing I'm going to say before we continue. The Nintendo 64 version of this game was ported to the Saturn, the PlayStation 1, and the Nintendo 64. The PlayStation 1 version actually had its own specific set of levels, and I don't know how to get those to work real good with like eDuke or anything. So if anything, we'll buy the PlayStation version and play that specific episode if we have to. I'll figure out what I have to do. Pardon me. But anyway, the Nintendo 64 version, because it's Nintendo, had to censor a lot of the stuff in this game. So, like, especially these first 2 levels. Instead of the porno theater, it's just a regular movie theater, as far as I know. And then especially this level is the one I've seen the most of in the side-by-side comparisons. You can look it up on the wiki. The porn shop here is now a gun shop. and the actual strip club is a warehouse. They actually completely rechanged the levels up, and the babes that you find around the level that the aliens have kidnapped and gotten cocooned. If you kill them in this game, then it spawns in more enemies. You're not really supposed to do nothing with them. I used to think that you had to save them as a kid, and I always tried to, or kill them, because that's what they asked to. When I say save them, I mean kill them. Because I tried being nice, and I thought, well, if they're that bad off, okay, I triggered the secret. There it is. I already got the Holoduke, but I got the secret place. Anyway, they added in a mechanic where you can save them, which was actually kind of cool, and I honestly think that would have been something to add to the later versions of the game, but they didn't for some reason. Okay, is my quick save working? Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm so used to hitting the quick save button now. There's pipe bombs right here. Yeah. Like I said, I know this level like the back of my hand. Okay. The puzzle that everyone uses because it was the same puzzle in this one. Okay. Now there's something around one of these corners. Something around... There we go. I could have used the pipe bomb there, but why waste a perfectly good pipe bomb?
Damn, I'm looking good.
I haven't really messed around with a lot of mods or nothing for this game, but if you're a big fan of Duke like I am, there is a total conversion mod on IMDb called Duke Nukem Alien Domination or something like that. Look it up. It's on the wiki. It's a pretty well-known one on ModDB. It's actually a total conversion, and it adds in some stuff from like the original scrap Duke Nukem Forever version. That's really good. A lot of people might not know this, but that new game, Ion Fury, was Shelly Bombshell is that character's name, and she was originally supposed to be a character in Duke Nukem. Yeah, you can use the bathroom. You can even, if you busted the toilets, when you're low on health, you can press E and get a sip of water from either the water fountains or the fire hydrants or anything, and restore some health back, in case you didn't know. Which is really cool. Anyway, that mod actually adds in the original version of Shelly Bombshell. Because, as I don't know if I finished the thought, she was supposed to be Duke Nukem's partner for like the co-op. Duke Nukem Forever was originally in development for a long time, in case you didn't know any of this. Which most people do. It's pretty infamous. But if you didn't, now you know. And the original 2001 E3 demo, there was actually a demo for it, or at least a trailer, showed a new character called Shelly Bombshell. And she looked pretty much like your basic, blonde supermodel porn star, whatever you want to consider it. With knowing Duke, it was probably supposed to be more based upon porn star than anything else. And she was ultimately scrapped from the game due to legal reasons and stuff like that. If you just read up on the very troubled development of Duke, you'll understand what I mean. There's a lot to cover on that. You might want to look up a YouTube video guide or something like that. It might be able to tell you more than I certainly ever could. Okay, nothing's gonna corner me, is it? Nope. There we go. Anyway, so she had a few different design variants. One of them that I saw was like her just wearing like a bandana and a bikini and a top made out of bullets. So she's extremely sexualized. Then they turned her into like a blonde with like a low-cut top, and then the jeans or the Daisy Dukes with the front open. So she's like wearing a bikini. And she went through a couple different variances, and then they just scrapped, according from what I read, Gearbox and 3D Realms are already going through the lawsuit.
Cool.
Okay, blue access card required. Didn't I not pick up the yellow access card? I thought I did. Don't tell me I missed it. I've been a little busy talking, sorry. Okay, yeah, I forgot the blue card. I'm intelligent. Sorry about that. Anyways, I was saying... Here we go. So they ended up scrapping her due to legal differences. And then 3D Realms turned her into Shelly Bombshell from Iron Maiden. From Ion Maiden originally, what became Ion Fury. Man, I love those build engine explosions. There's something so cool about them. Yeah, I know you're there. Trust me, I played it enough. I know where he's at all times. I'd be an idiot if I didn't. So anyway, that mod I was talking about, this has been a long story just to get to this point, actually adds in Shelly Bombshell back into it. And it's a pretty cool mod. I might play that at some point, just because of all the new levels it adds. It's supposed to be made from a lot of the best modders in the Duke community, so I'd like to check it out, you know. I'm a huge Duke Nukem fan. I've never really played the mods, so I don't know if I can call myself a huge Duke Nukem fan. See what I mean? Hang on. Hello. Hang on. Baked cheese. See what I mean? There's the level of... What do you call it? Stuff you can do within the level. Interactivity. Which is so cool. Why can't I blow that up? Oh well. I'm not too worried about wasting my ammo. Use your rockets while you got them, because the next level, we lose them. See, getting to mess with, like, the pool balls and stuff was so cool for the time. It doesn't seem like much now, but when this first came out, this was really important. Like right here, you're about to see a main reason why I'm going to have to use my, my rockets.
I'm gonna put the smack dab on your ass.
There we go, red key. Yeah, see, if I didn't use that there, I would have lost them at the end of this level.
You wanna dance? You wanna dance?
Shake it, baby. I got an achievement for it. Yeah, I've always thought this before when I saw it, because my mom followed the OJ trial a lot, and I always saw like documentaries and stuff on it. I always thought that was like the OJ Simpson car chase, because it looked awfully similar, and that actually is the OJ Simpson car chase from the, you know, the actual footage that they just digitalized here. Apparently, and I haven't ever seen this, but I was looking it up. There's actually some, like, I guess if you use the night vision goggles, there's just like hidden words at the level. There's like some that say innocent and guilty and stuff like that. And there's a lot of references to the OJ Simpson trial.
You wanna dance?
I love how Duke doesn't have to use money in game, but yet he can just throw hundreds of dollars at women. And I never understood, is this woman just like, I always thought when I was a kid that she like tended the bar. Because she's in the bar, you know what I mean? But sometimes the fact that he's throwing money either makes me think she's a prostitute or something. I don't know. Or Duke just throws money at a lot of women. I don't know exactly all of his reasons behind it. See what I mean? In Blood, I would have been shot there. You got a lot more... Unless they're crouched down, then you got a lot of room to maneuver. There we go. Okay, here we go. Time to dance. There we go. That worked pretty smooth. Yeah, this was probably one of the first things that I shouldn't have seen in a game. Next, Dead or Alive. That was another one my dad got for me when I was talking about that earlier. Dead or Alive, that was another one Dad brought me. Especially 4, the Dominatrix outfit on Crispy. Lord help me. Yeah. My mom even got me that Bible game on the PS2.
You wanna dance?
Meanwhile,
Shake it, baby.
this is what I... If my mom knew I had that, she would have killed my dad. I remember one year for the Tooth Fairy, I would always get something like a SpongeBob thing or something under my pillow, which probably means that I was lucky, you know, to get something other than just like a quarter or something. I always got like a game. One year he put this game called Big Mother Truckers or something like that on there.
You wanna dance?
And Mom was not happy with that because I had like a Daisy Duke wannabe on there.
Shake it, baby.
I know that there's actually a mod to remove the tassels on the women, and that was a thing a lot of kids used to do too, was remove that. There we go, another atomic health.
I'm gonna get medieval on your asses.
Again, use them while you got them.
Come get some.
Hang on, I'm getting shot at. Okay, now get ready for another fight, because here they come. They actually spawn in, see, and they wait for you. Which is really cool. Still have atomic health.
You wanna dance?
I used to love that as a kid. I honestly miss it in Duke Nukem Forever. Or at least I know that they had a lot of lady characters in the game. I put calling them ladies as being polite. But it didn't have none of the same feel as old Duke. It felt like I was playing a very poor imitation of Duke. Which is why I'm not a fan of that game. The PC version is the best version to play that game, simply because... whoa! What the heck did just happen there? Okay, I think I lose my jetpack here too. So can I use that skylight? No.
See you in hell.
Okay, so let me share a secret with you. If you have steroids or your jetpack, the floor here triggers this next level. You can actually bypass, and speedrunners do this a lot, this prison level here, and it takes you just right into the next level without having to do it. You just don't have to touch the floor. And if I could quick save so way I could get into the level, I would show you. But either use your steroids and just run before the gate gets to you and then smash the exit button, because the exit button does work, or use your jetpack. And I think that was probably a very intentional design choice. Okay. Got our med kit. Well, we already got a full med kit. Honestly, Duke Nukem's kind of game, it's very easy if you played Shadow Warrior and Blood. Okay, now get out of here quickly. Okay, time to get medieval on his ass. Okay, there's a pistol right here.
Cool.
There we go. Whoa. There we go. Yeah, see what I mean? This is so much easier than pretty much anything else on the build engine games. After playing Blood, I feel like I fought through War and back, playing that on, what was the name of the setting? I've forgotten the name of the settings. God help me, I can't remember. Well Done, because Extra Crispy's that brutal mode. Yeah, it was Well Done that we played that on. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. We're right at the 35-minute mark, so I might as well end on a good note. We made it to the 3rd level so far. You know I'm enjoying this game. If you can't tell, then there's something wrong with you. I know I said I was going to do like Land of the Babes and the Nintendo 64 Duke Nukem after completing uh what was it, Time to Kill, but I just couldn't wait. I had to play my favorite after playing that one. I've said enough about the PS1 games; they're kind of clunky, uh, but this is just perfection. I know that Gearbox has ruined the franchise, and it's sad that we probably never will get another Duke Nukem game. There was supposed to be a movie in the works, apparently. I'd never heard nothing about it. But Duke's voice actor, John St. John, said in a 2019 Twitter post that there was no movie being developed at the current time. And Gearbox, at some point, had said something along the lines of they were making another Duke Nukem game. But John St. John also said that his knowledge, no game was in development. He had not been approached to do a game. And with the fact that Randy Pitchford literally has a joke, I don't know what year he said it, but he is on a stage, and you can look up the clip probably pretty easily. He says that he knows a joke when he sees it. He owns the Duke Nukem franchise or something like that. And so, I mean, you can tell even Duke Nukem's owners don't like him. And then there's the lawsuit. And as of 2020, there is still lawsuits. I don't know if it was resolved yet, but over Duke Nukem 3D. Apparently, Bobby Prince, one of the guys who did some music for this game, uh, says that he owns specific rights to specific songs. 3D Realms says that they own the rights. And then Gearbox and 3D Realms are suing each other yet again. So it seems like we probably will never see another Duke Nukem game. Honestly, I'm surprised that this version hasn't been taken off of Steam already because of the lawsuits, but maybe it's just because it hasn't resolved yet. Either way, it's a shame. It might take 10, 20 years, if even that, before we get another Duke Nukem game, and that's just really sad. I was hoping to find like another version of it. There is like a high resolution texture pack on the eDuke version, which is like a 3D sort of thing, but it's not true to the original enough that I wanted to play it. But maybe sometime for like an anniversary of the channel, like a 1 year, 2 year anniversary, we'll come back and play it with the 3D texture pack. But other than that, this is the first episode of what's going to be probably my favorite series to record on this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and hope you have a great rest of your evening.